ESPN Classic.
It's almost a t-shirt day here at Twickenham. Glorious sunshine, and Martin Johnson is back in the boiler house. This is Twickenham, this is the Calcutta Cup match, the old rivalry between England and Scotland on the rugby field. England, Josh Lucey, thanks to that magnificent performance against Italy, retains his place at fullback. Jason Robinson comes in on the right wing. Up front, very much the old guard. Jason Leonard back. The old back row, Richard Hill, Lawrence Delalio, and Neil back, and Martin Johnson back as captain, 73rd cap today. The Scottish team, well, they've brought in Andy Craig, born in St Helens, a full rugby league background. Behind him, he comes into the centre, and up front they've added some muscle in the shape of Nathan Hines, raised in Australia, but today in the Scotland powerhouse.
Let's go, boys.
The immediate switch by Johnny Wilkinson. Up goes Mike Tyndall. Tyndall knocked it backwards. Neil back goes in to gather first possession for England. Ben Cohen.
Hands away!
In midfield off his wing. Matt Dawson, Josh Lucey, his first touch. Neil back. Big Mike Tyndall.
Stay on.
The pass from Lucey. Lawrence Delalio in midfield.
Hands away!
Taken down by Scott Murray. Wilkinson switches. Lucey offers him the angle. Back in field.
And away! Scotland, roll away! Hands away. See
Good
advantage.
start by England. Advantage being played. First penalty.
Roll away, Scotland, please. Just wait, please.
Well, England, good start there.
Roll away.
Scotland
Hands
unable
on.
to gather the kick-off, and England successive
You were fine.
phases. And one thing has been made apparent, that they're intent on getting across the gain line because their big men have got forward, and that's what happens when you get continuity. Eventually, someone strays, and they've done it.
Post.
Alan Lewis indicates that Johnny Wilkinson will go for goal. Johnny Wilkinson, 628 points to his name.
Yeah, he's shouting here, the referee, roll away. He's giving them chance.
Okay.
Does he roll away? Well, you can't see from here, but the referee is closer, and he obviously thought he didn't. To be fair to Alan Lewis, he was shouting, and he was giving him an opportunity.
So just after a minute's play, England are in the lead thanks to Johnny Wilkinson. Gordon Bullock tries again to find his target. They go long towards Nathan Hines. Scotland back from the advantage line, but they have recycled it. Redpath just looks up to see where the next runners come from. It's Jason White from the back row.
And away in the tackle.
Tom Smith, the loose head prop, very mobile loose head prop he is too.
Stop, we'll take a stop.
Yeah, Alan Lewis, perhaps because there have been so many hands in these early rucks, says let's blow up early and get back to a set piece.
Well, he does say that, but really he's got to be penalising players who are wrapping themselves around the ball.
Come closer.
Kills the game, and
Engage.
both sides will want fluent and quick ball.
Get it square for me, please. Square up. Break up, break up.
Simon Taylor at the back of the Scotland scrum, number 8. Very explosive from the back of the scrum.
It's okay. It's okay. Stay bound.
This time he
That's
leaves
good.
it for Redpath. Gregor Townsend, Kenny Logan
And release it.
off
That's good.
his left wing into midfield. Townsend again. Tries to go
release
round
it.
Will Greenwood, who
Stay
makes
on.
the tackle. Nathan Hines plays scrum
11,
half.
release. 11. Thank you.
Redpath arrives to serve Townsend. James
And
McLaren
release him, release him. Stay away. 4.
in the centre. Redpath again. This time he scuttles one along the floor, and England have the turnover. Delalio, Martin Johnson, Neil back.
Release.
Dawson, Lucey with the little kick ahead. Chicken scramble on the far side.
Hands away!
Now it's Scotland who have the turnover.
That's an
Glenn
English
Metcalf.
hand, English hand! English hand!
Richard Hill just going through his
That's
full
okay,
repertoire.
They were fine.
Well, that's intelligent play by Richard Hill, because once Josh Lucy got caught at the bottom, there was temporarily a gap there for that kick, but Richard Hill tracked back, seen the gap, and proved a safe pair of hands, and well, it didn't go too far, but it went out. That's Scotland's problem. They've had 4 rucks in a row there, but they didn't once go across the gain line. They didn't make 1 yard, turn the ball over, and England are away.
Scotland, though, with this line out on the England 22. Jason White, Gregor Townsend, big James McLaren, Andrew Moore from the back row right there. Townsend, Gordon Bullock couldn't take it. Ben Kay scoops up the ball. Steve Thompson thought about going on the outside there. England in possession and playing the advantage. Greenwood.
Scotland all offside.
No advantage to England. Now here goes Matt Dawson quickly. Nobody can touch him for 10 metres.
Hands away.
Moore and Chris Patterson make the tackle eventually. Another skill from Richard Hill. Scrum half pass.
And release him in the
Steve
tackle.
Thompson, ever busy
Thank you.
at hooker. Another pass goes along the floor. Picked up by Wilkinson, held by McLaren.
Okay.
Now then, Jason Robinson feeds Josh Lucy. Thompson, Greenwood, Tyndall, Greenwood again, Robinson inside. Quick pass off the floor, Ben Kay. Still in play, Matt Dawson. Darting little steps of Matt Dawson. Mike Tyndall plays scrum half. Lawrence Dallaglio at out half. Taken on, Graham Rowntree. England pressing towards the Scottish line. Advantage being played. Dawson spotted a half gap. Thompson takes his place. No, he doesn't. Other forwards take it on first. Penalty to all for England.
Well, Alan Lewis is going to have a word here. I think it'll be for persistent infringing.
Just one sec. I need better response at the tackle, okay? Much better response. I just want the tackle player released. That's all. I want the ball freed up for both teams. There was a series of about 3 there. 7. The second row forward, okay? Penalty kick here. Hold.
So Alan Lewis explains the situation to Brian Redpath. Johnny Wilkinson indicates posts again. He's going for goal.
We're on the border of a minute, so let's get it on.
Well, this whole move here from here, Lewis, you there. This is a good series of hands here. Close contact skills, and England looking to keep the ball alive. That's the important thing. They're looking, the heads are up. Robinson plays it off the ground there, and even Grewcup's in the act.
I hope not.
No, he's not. It's Ben Kay. My mistake.
Johnny Wilkinson 6, Scotland 0.
It is very difficult for Scotland because they want to slow the ball down. Graham Rowntree here. England need quick ball there. Scottish players still on the floor, can't touch that, because they know if England get quick ball that they're capable of doing all sorts of damage, so they've got to try and slow it down, but stay within.
Boys, you were very tight the last time. Make sure we're behind, boys.
Alan Lewis has further instructions.
Okay.
Oh, Mike Tyndall taken out in the air, and that could be...
No, I need to talk to him.
It's Andrew Moore who took him out.
Just
thinking might be yellow.
Okay, just move away, everyone. Everyone move away. You come here. You come here. You come here. Now, no. I'm not going to have that at all. You're going in the bin for 10 minutes. That's the story of the day. You don't take anyone out of the air like that. End of story.
Andrew Moore into the bin.
Well, it was a good try, wasn't it? He said, I slipped. Now, did he slip? Oh, actually, to be honest, he did. He tripped over Jason Leonard's foot there. Well, I take it back. I thought it was a very cynical foul, but if you watch this, there he gets knocked. Could he have stopped? Who knows? But, well, he's off the field now, and England will hope to press this really fully home. 7 points, the usual advantage for a man off. And the result was it was dangerous anyway. They don't like it. No, they don't like it. They really don't like it, do they?
They don't really like it. Steve Thompson aiming towards and over Ben Kay. Richard Hill. Sometimes it's difficult to spot what Richard Hill does on the field, but in the opening moments he's been very conspicuous, doing all sorts of things.
He has, and usually his work is unseen. But he is a tremendous forward. He's been one of the most consistent forwards in the world for 3 or 4 years.
Engage. Thank you. England.
Scotland's scrum is bound to be under pressure. They're one man down in the scrum.
Engage. Thank you. Thank you. Stay up.
That's a good 7-man scrum for Scotland. Gregor Townsend. Simon Taylor chases hard. Oh my goodness, that could be a yellow as well. That's even.
Well, that is just absolutely dull. That is a half-witted play, that is. What on earth is he doing? And why he's got the temerity to even look at the referee is beyond me. This is... He's nowhere near him. And then he's saying, oh, sorry.
Outstanding performance driven by
Engage.
It was a bit of a mountain in the first place. Now it's just a colossal task. 6-man scrummage. Actually, they've done really well, Scotland, to get that ball somehow out of the scrum. And they've won it for Gregor Townsend. That's well taken. Chris Patterson. No, it's Andy Craig. This is Kenny Logan. Doesn't want to go too near the touchline. Does well to go to ground. Infield. Tom Smith. Redpath. Little grubber kick. Was he taken? I think he was. Penalty to Scotland.
And will you have a word with Graham Roundtree about this? No, I don't. Oh, they will. Scotland players are suggesting that he does.
Totally different.
And he's saying it's totally different. I'm not quite sure he's right, but, well... As you say there, Ed, it was a magnificent attempt, an effort by the Scottish forwards. Here we go. Oh, and that's, well, yeah, that's late as well, and he knows that. He was well away. He could have avoided that if he wanted to, look. He's taken three steps.
It wasn't quite as late as Simon Taylor's was early. Man Scotland strike back.
Make sure you're out at
This is where the hard task now comes for Scotland. 6 of them. Well, there are 4 in the line out. Scott Murray plays scrum half. Gordon Bullock to Redpath. Redpath tackled by Graham Roundtree. Nathan Hines to Scott Murray. Scottish forwards rising to the challenge. Here goes Nathan Hines. It's Bruce Douglas, the prop, and here's the other prop, Tom Smith, driven back by Steve Thompson. Good work by Scotland, though. Kenny Logan. He was checked late as well, yeah. Out goes the touch judge's flag. Meanwhile, Josh Lucy, but the whistle will go.
Wait now.
It's very dangerous to kick the ball. All sorts of things are happening. Let's just listen to Alan Lewis.
Okay, just calm down. Just tell me. Yeah. What we got?
Winger, kicked over. Just deliberately taken out.
By what number?
By 14. Okay.
Just 14. No, I've got to go with it.
Oh dear, he's going. I think he's going as well.
Keep it even, Stephen. I've got to keep it even, Stephen. I'm sorry.
Jason Robinson goes into the bin. The bin is absolutely jam-packed. They need to be emptied. 3 players in the bin in the opening quarter.
No.
And on for similar things, Logan here. Well, he made the most of it, but I suppose it was contact.
It's unbelievable. Scotland were down to 13. They kick a penalty, get England down to 14, and now have this shot at goal through Chris Patterson to level the scores. This, Brian, is a bizarre start to an international.
It's extremely unusual, isn't it? I mean, Logan here chipped. Well, I suppose he should have put his hands up there. I don't think really he could have got out of the way, but he didn't need to put his shoulder in, and I think that's what clinched it.
It's okay, it's okay.
Richard Hill dabs it straight back down to Steve Thompson. 6'2", 18 stone, Steve Thompson. Graham Rowntree, also very mobile from the front row. Wilkinson, Will Greenwood, what a pass by Greenwood. Mike Tyndall now, Tyndall to Josh Lucy, England strike back, marvellous try.
Well, that shows, all right, England are a man down, but Scotland are 2 men down. That gives them extra room, and that's well finished by Lucy, but the hard work was done up front first. They punched the gap, Graham Rowntree especially. And the back's finishing off with a plum. There are men here. That's a good pass, that's lovely, but both centres there, static and holding their men, not drifting. That creates extra room. And well, Lucy starts off again. Another try.
Great hands here, Will Greenwood.
Ben Cohen, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ben Cohen off his wing. Sets up the overlap, and Josh Lucy finishes in style yet again. 3 tries and 2 tests.
Oh, yes.
He knew straight away that was going straight over.
Well, that's good work by the England backs. The important thing, the midfield men stayed straight. That creates room outside, and Lucy, well, he's quick anyway. But when he gets a gap like that, he's going to go over, as indeed he did.
Steady, boys.
15 against 15. Scotland with this scrum on the England 22.
Crouch and hold. Engage. Thank you. Thank you.
Townsend, Craig. Townsend on the loop. Metcalf had to stop, but does well to spin out of the tackles. Patterson to Redpath. Gordon Bullock, good take by the hooker. Gordon Bullock against Lucy. The fullback makes the tackle. Scotland pour in. Redpath. McLaren, the interception by Greenwood. He dropped it. Metcalf kept it in field with the pass. Redpath waits. Townsend. Bruce Douglas.
Away England!
Glenn Metcalf again took it standing still, but does well to fire it out to Chris Patterson.
Hands away England! Hands away England!
Penalty, England playing it on the floor.
We've got a ruck.
Again, a good passage of play by Scotland.
Okay, no, back you
well,
go,
they're putting
please.
England under pressure, and England are committing penalties. And he's breaking it up, and he's going to have a word with Martin Johnson now.
I'll tell you what now, just a second, right? We both have to start responding a bit better in the tackle, right? And you've got to demand it, okay? No. You weren't hard done by. It was the ball was right. Once we've got a ruck, you know the deal, okay? Let's get our hands away and get some quick ball. Now we've had some, but I need more. Understand? 2 teams. Penalty kick.
I like that. I thought we were hard done by, sir. But one thing that England are not doing, which they have done historically, they are not closing down at first.
Yeah.
Well, he's on his feet, but it's a ruck, so
be careful.
That's a problem.
He might have played on a bit then. Nathan Hines swooped on that ball, but he's very conscious of the ball here. Here's the fine run by Gordon Bullock. Took on Josh Lucy. Good tackle by the fullback. Scotland clear out as well as any side that play the game.
But what England have done, certainly in a lot of the games here, and that's another 3 points for Scotland, is that they've stopped people in the game line, and in this game the Scots have actually got over, and they're making ground.
Crouch and hold.
England put in midfield,
Crouch and
good
hold.
options on either side. Jason Robinson on this near side. Delalio goes the other way to Ben Cohen, to Wilkinson, to Greenwood. Still Will Greenwood, the overhead pass into Ben Cohen. Cohen powers his legs. Desperate last scrambling defence by Scotland. Dawson waits, has a look for the little gap, it's not there, so he feeds Wilkinson to Martin Johnson. Gordon Bullock with a good tackle. Advantage to England. Steve Thompson, the direct route. A metre short. Dawson, Wilkinson. In comes Lucy, couldn't quite take it. And there was a slight knock-on, so close for Josh Lucy.
Well, Martin Johnson's furious here. I don't know what it's about, but can't quite hear. Ben Cohen, power here, very nearly got over. Watch this. Will Greenwood, good decision. Saw the man drifting and he holds him off well there. Glenn Metcalf hold of him, 1-2. Just brought down. This is where England wanted quick ball, and that's where they didn't get it. And when it came right here, there wasn't really an overlap. That ball just behind him as well, not in front.
But he does add something from fullback, doesn't he? Runs from deep and runs and looks for the hole and judges his angle. Ben Kay was receiving attention. Big pressure on this Scotland scrum now. Scraped back, it's a solid scrum. Brian Redpath sells the dummy, feeds Simon Taylor. They're still there, they bumped into each other. It will be an England put in now.
Well, I think they're a bit unlucky there, Scotland, because okay, they did bang into each other, but I'm not sure there was anything of that. But now then, Jason Robinson on his own on the right. Why do they give him the ball and see what he does? One-on-one. Oh, they're bringing someone else across.
Well, Scotland will want to do that again. Just wheel the scrum away from Jason Robinson. If it goes Robinson's way, I reckon you can almost guarantee a try.
Well, it's a big, big blindside he's at, and Scotland have brought two men across.
Glenn Metcalf has come over to offer himself as a reinforcement. It's quick ball for Delalio, almost too quick.
Release him.
Dawson was on his own for a moment there, but the forwards get there in time. Richard Hill plays scrum half. Wilkinson. Will Greenwood took man on ball. Gregor Townsend right up in his face. Now then, here's the drive Brian Moore was wanting from the England forwards. It was all of it scrappy. England have earned themselves a penalty, if nothing else. Dawson.
See advantage.
Still the advantage. Now he blows. Referee Alan Lewis. Scotland coming in from the side.
Well, that's why you do those sort of things, Eddie, because someone eventually infringes.
Okay, move back, move back.
3 points at the end of the half for England. 16-9 their lead. Martin Johnson waits for it, gets the palm down. Lawrence Delalio sorts out the bounce. Now then, Jason Robinson at outside half. Will Greenwood, Lucy outside him. Greenwood on the loop. Ben Cohen. I think that's Josh Lucy in there again. Very industrious Josh Lucy. The final act of the first half. England lead by 16 points to 9. It began in a most peculiar fashion, but ended with 15 against 15. England 16, Scotland 9.
Outstanding.
The last time Scotland won here at Twickenham was the very same day that Wales last beat Ireland in Cardiff. 20 years ago, 1983. You weren't born, Brian. Gregor Townsend restarts the game. A funny little screw kick from the dropout.
Tackle it away, tackle it away. Stay on, stay on.
Matt
Stay
Dawson
on.
checks where Johnny Wilkinson is, and that's downwind. Chris Patterson watches it cautiously. Chases his own kick. Martin Johnson waits.
That's okay.
Patterson tries to drag down England's
There it
captain.
is, hands away, stay on.
No easy task. Greenwood. A little show from Greenwood, and the slip pass
Oh, it's gone forward.
just
Not
went
gone blue.
forward, but
Not gone blue.
it's one of
It's gone white.
Will Greenwood's great strengths, isn't it, to get the ball out of the tackle.
Yes, he's got very good hands. He's got very good vision as well,
Come
usually.
closer, please. Coach and
And actually, I think this wind's picked up, Eddie.
engage.
I think it's quite strong down the field now. Here, look. Takes the ball in and tries to get it away, but not on that occasion.
Delalio and
Roll away,
Dawson
roll away.
sort out a wheeling scrum
Stay on.
well. Neil back plays scrum half. Tyndall,
Roll away.
as he's done all game,
Stay on.
makes a yard or two back. Wilkinson nearly past Jason White.
On the way, 12.
Johnny Wilkinson tried to get the pass to Jason Robinson.
On the way,
Scotland, though.
five.
Intercepted that
Stay.
pass. Good work by Ben Kay. He wasn't offside. Ball out on the far side. Good work by England's second row.
Yes, it was, but England, again, just crucial moment, the ball.
Out of the space,
Well, it goes
blue.
out there, and I know he's trying to keep it alive, but the man isn't there.
Engage. Thank you. It's fine.
Delalio controls. Dawson to Greenwood. Dawson on the loop. Jason Robinson.
And release him, that's good. It's okay. That's a steal. See advantage is White.
Advantage being played to England. Wilkinson dances outside Gregor Townsend. Steve Thompson, the hooker.
See advantage. Hands on.
It's still advantage being played to England.
Advantage is over.
Greenwood.
Stay on now.
Lawrence Delalio on this near side. Ben Cohen waits. Steve Thompson unaware of his winger on the wide outside. It'll go the other way. Wilkinson. And this time the slick hands don't work.
Well, Ben Cohen is still on this near touchline,
Blue ball.
and he's very unhappy because he
Blue
could
ball,
see a
yeah, there was a
massive
knock-on,
gap
there was
over
a
there,
knock-on, advantage
and
over
no one
here.
else could see him.
No offside.
They go the ball right there, and there wasn't a lot of room. Can't see here, but way left there was Cohen, and he was bellowing for the ball. See there, in position again, the vital area.
What have we got?
This is play coming the way of Ben Cohen. There's the tackle by Andy Craig on Jason Robinson. Simon Taylor nearly stole the ball there. England did well to scrape that back. And there's Ben Cohen, who was waiting on the touchline, and it all eventually went the other way.
Is he okay? Okay.
We have
Let's
an
go,
injury.
boys, please.
Little break in play. Scotland
boys,
with some
hang on,
defending
hang
yet
on.
to do.
No,
Gordon Bullock.
England, out of the space, out of the space, out. 6. Thank you. 6. That's okay.
That's well done by Ben Kay. Simon Taylor knocks on. Advantage being played. Here goes Neil back, and now Will Greenwood. Greenwood to Tyndall. Lucy. Nearly on his own. The tackle by Chris Patterson in the end. Neil back. Dawson. Martin Johnson. England may have numbers. Steve Thompson had Richard Hill outside him. England still in possession, though. The mounting challenge. Now this is the crossfield kick towards Ben Cohen. Cohen got hands on it. Cohen scores. No, he doesn't. Whistle's gone. Knocked forward by Ben Cohen.
Well, he's not happy. Let's have a look at that again. He couldn't tell. I couldn't tell first up. They move England news a lot. There are two men here. Just needs a knockdown. Oh, I don't know. I couldn't tell from that angle. I thought it went back.
Good body shape by Ben Cohen because he had his back to the line.
No ball, stay on.
Well,
No, that's gone backwards.
Well, didn't seem much wrong with that.
It's fine.
Good scrum by Scotland, though, under pressure. Ryan Redpath and all sorts of bother. And this time Ben Cohen does score. Justice in a way.
Well, is it poetic justice? I think so. Brian Redpath, good work there by Dawson catching him. All he had to do, pick the ball up over the line. Oh, that's tremendous play, isn't it? Fantastic by Dawson. Very sharp.
Number 4.
Oh.
Beautiful little ankle tap by Matt Dawson. And the easiest try Ben Cohen scored for England.
If they're going to do that from there, really, Redpath has to drop off and the number 8 has to pass the ball to him to give him a bit more room, because there was nothing wrong with the platform. The platform was nice and safe.
The impeccable Johnny Wilkinson adds the 2 points. England's second try. Great ankle tap there by Matt Dawson. The air shot by Brian Redpath. Cohen swoops.
Hang on, boys.
Stuart Grimes is on, coming into the second row. Scotland restart and reclaim the kickoff. Gordon Bullock.
Release him, White, stay on. Thank you, stay on.
Brian Redpath manages to get his pass away this time. Now there's Gregor Townsend.
Release him, release it! That's okay.
Drive on by Nathan Hines. Good reply by Scotland
Hands away!
from the restart.
There it is, thank you.
England, though, have turned it over. Wilkinson. Logan has to do a lot of covering here. Lucy in support. Logan in trouble. And Scotland done very well to sort that out. James McLaren clears. Well, he did well in the end, Scotland, but here come England through Jason Robinson. The one-on-one. Robinson skins McLaren. On come England through Graham Rowntree. The interception by Scotland, Kenny Logan. Ball's over. Jason Robinson. Logan with the breakout.
There it is. Hands away!
England have turned it over. It's all happening here.
See advantage.
And again, it's a turnover, but done illegally because Scotland were offside. So Nathan Hines has to hand the ball back to the opposition.
I've warned you. Back you go.
Well, again,
Back you go,
both sides
back you go.
trying to turn the ball over. It's cost Scotland a penalty. Now, what will Johnny Wilkinson do with this? Well, they've been living on the edge, and it's a desire to try and close England down, a natural desire, but on this occasion he's gone over it. Watch this. Well, where you go.
10.
That's almost from a standing
Back 10,
start.
guys. Back 10.
Excellent work by Matt Dawson again, in support, stooping low to take the offload from Jason Robinson. Johnny Wilkinson, 6 out of 6. 26 points to 9, England lead. Game over. Matt Dawson
Okay, wait now.
goes a long way back from the line-out.
It's okay.
Here's Richard Hill coming into picture on the left in a sort of orthodox scrum half position. Dawson's now back in the sort of hooker position. Meanwhile, Simon Taylor wins ball. Gregor Townsend held up. Lawrence Delalio. But Scotland now have the ball. Nathan Hines takes on Johnny Wilkinson.
That's good.
Jason White feeds Tom Smith.
Away, three away, watch your feet! Hands away!
Scotland having trouble getting this ball to ground, given the power of the England mauling forwards. This time England, though, haven't rolled away. It's Neil Back who's been penalised.
I've asked him 2 times at least. I've asked you, just release the player. That's all. Just release the player. So it's come around this way. Back you go.
What does Scotland do here? Do they go for the corner? And the line out and the
Oh,
drive.
Well, they're not
Back
doing, they're
10.
going for the post. But
Number 5, what's the offside? That line out.
I think they may as well. Why not go for the corner? Jason Leonard there and getting a bit of pie on the floor. Neil back is a tackler and he's saying, Alan Lewis, get away, get away. There, that's where he's got to get away.
I know it. I know, yeah. Sure.
I think the point the referee is saying is that he tells him twice to let go.
That's
And,
fair enough. No, it's fair
yeah.
enough.
So Kenny Logan with this long-range effort, 44 metres, straight in front of the posts, but the wind is against him. Well wide. Ben Cohen just checks what's up in front of him.
Make sure to be
Outstanding performance driven by teamwork.
Oh, Kevin Utterson ran straight into Johnny Wilkinson and bounced off him. The case will be, did Wilkinson use his arms in the tackle? Here he is again, Johnny Wilkinson tackling big Nathan Hines.
It's okay.
And that's a fantastic turnover by England. Johnny Wilkinson with the hit, Neil back with the steal. Will Greenwood gets the pass away to Jason Robinson. Good strength by England's winger, now playing centre. Robinson still going. Offloads to Richard Hill. Hill in turn finds Lawrence Delalio. Dawson waits. Thompson sees it go through his hands, but Martin Johnson takes it on. Feeds his club colleague Neil back. Hill again involved.
Stay on.
Dawson goes across the field, wants some runners, has the strength to fend off one challenge.
Hands away. Stay on, 8.
Lucy, Wilkinson, little chip. Dan Luger chasing, but the mark made by Kenny Logan. Quickly taken too. Here goes Logan.
Straight down the ground, 22.
England penalised at the ruck.
Straight down. Straight down.
Well, here's the third. You can hear it from here.
Well, here's a moot point. Butch James has got penalised a lot for doing that, for using his shoulder and not wrapping around with the arms.
Okay.
Johnny Wilkinson doesn't have a history like Butch James of doing things like that, and he does usually tackle people and knock them backwards. He did not on that occasion, but he could have said that was a penalty, I think.
Yes.
Whatever
I
it
think
was.
Kevin Utterson bounced off him, that Johnny Wilkinson didn't have a chance to get his arms around him.
Yeah.
You know, Ben Kay is, what, is he coming off?
He is.
Yeah, he is, because Danny Grucock is already on. There's Danny Grucock. He's sort of up before the beak at the moment, Danny Grucock, for events in a club game, playing for Bath.
He's got
So
about
this-
4 charges and all sorts of things,
Yeah.
ripping someone's scrum cap up and
Yeah, at least he didn't
calling
eat it.
people names. I don't know what he's doing really.
Oh, Scotland have failed to find touch. Dan Luger. Oh, that looked a bit forward. Josh Lucy. Ben Cohen.
Hands
Cohen
away.
tackled by Utterson.
Hands away. There it is, it's okay.
Jason Leonard just squeezes it back. Tom Smith was offside there. Steve Thompson
advantage.
has the strength, even under that offside pressure, to deliver the ball. Dawson, Wilkinson, Luger. No advantage to
Wait,
England.
Wait. Offside, you.
Dawson wants to take it quickly, as usual. Now then, Jason Robinson clean through. Robinson 1-on-1. It's going to be a try for Jason Robinson. Sensational finish by England's winger. Sensational.
Well, he's the best in the world at that, isn't he? Any sort of a gap and he'll be through it. Sees it there. Good work by Dawson again. Quick tap. And you can't stop this man when he's got groom. Watch this. Half a gap, bang, away, and beats the fullback as well. And Glenn Metcalf is not slow. Outside break, never touches him.
Do you think the pass was destined for him? Never mind, he took it one-handed, one-on-one. It's really no contest, and Glenn Metcalf is no slouch. Johnny Wilkinson, 6 out of 6 so far.
Yeah.
7 out of 7. England 33, Scotland 9.
Well, there you go. Deadly finishing. And if Scotland don't get some ball in this game, they're going to be on the end of a rout.
Paul Grayson of Northampton.
One out.
He probably thinks it's a bit unfair that Johnny Wilkinson ever appeared.
Stay, you.
He used to be such a regular in the England team. And then the Wilkinson era started. Delalio.
No advantage. Offside.
Quickly taken by Lawrence Delalio this time. He looks for Jason Robinson, doesn't find him. But here comes Josh Lucy. Lucy, that's what he does so well. The breakout and the step on the accelerator. Back feeds Robinson. These closing moments could be made for Jason Robinson if the ball is going to go into open space. Ben Cohen, he might prosper too. Feeds instead to the large figure of Danny Grucock. Will Greenwood, one for himself. Well read by Chris Patterson. Patterson
And away,
swallowed up
England, hands off, England! Go!
by Richard Hill and Matt Dawson. Jason Lennon goes in there, but I think they're all on the ground and they can't really do anything if they're on the floor.
Just get off. Just get off. Just get off.
Well, it was Matt Dawson, not Jason Leonard there. Lucy,
Number 9.
well, he did catch him round the head, but I don't think there's anything in that, really. He was on the way down anyway.
England, a good attacking situation for them. Grucock goes towards the tail, meant for Grucock, but it's okay.
And away in the tackle,
Didn't
please.
reach Grucock.
Stay on, one.
Thompson plays scrum half. Here's Dawson. Joe Worsley came in on the crunch then. Was taken out by Ross Beattie. England still in possession though. Steve Thompson.
And away, hands away, Scott.
The only England player to have been a constant in the last 12 internationals. Dan Luger sets up this ruck. Steve Thompson, the ever-present, the ever-willing.
Hands away.
Dawson on his own. Dawson with a feed to Jason Robinson. His second try. Great work by the scrum half. Another excellent finish by the winger.
Well, he sees those gaps better than anyone, really, around at the moment. If you leave anything around the ruck or maul area, you don't defend behind, Dawson will find you out, and he's done it again. And there was a support which Jonathan Davis was talking about. He just makes half a break, and there's someone there. Alert and over.
Just looking at the starting position of Jason Robinson there, where he was when Matt Dawson started with the break. We'll see it again after Paul Grayson gets on the scoreboard. Here he is. Well, it's Steve Thompson. He was ever so involved in the build-up. There's Jason Robinson directly behind Matt Dawson. And now he just picks his point. Excellent forethought by Jason Robinson.
That's the difference, isn't it? Scotland made breaks in the first half, but there wasn't someone there like that.
Well, England have been looking for an extended passage of excellent play, and they found it in the second half.
Hands away, stay on.
They've really been in top gear throughout the second half, led as always by Martin Johnson.
That's okay.
Up to 40 points. Ben Cohen. Penalty to Scotland.
Straight down. 14, straight down.
So, Brian, as we approach the end of normal time, who's your man of the match?
My RBS man of the match is Richard Hill.
Here's your mark.
Josh Lewisy, Cohen.
It's got to go down.
Lots of backs have had, Jason Robinson as well have had good games, but Richard Hill has done so much work today in attack and defence. He really is a fantastic forward.
Richard Hill, a quiet giant of the game. England approaching their record score against Scotland, 43-3 in 2001.
That's all right.
That's the charge by Gloucester prop Trevor Woodman. Penalty again to Scotland, though.
He's on his feet, he was fine. Number 3,
Jason Leonard, Jason Leonard going in there.
Here's your mark. Here's your mark. He's got to be over here. Back 10, please. Back 10. He went straight to ground.
Martin Johnson still with plenty to say.
As always. It's been a good second half performance by England as this.
Yeah, truly has. Wonderful performance.
They've cranked it up, they've controlled the game in nearly every aspect, really. And they've finished well. Because this actually has been a very brave performance by Scotland, but they've been blown away in the second half.
England won't want to finish by yielding a try. Scotland have only scored tries against Wales, and they've rather lost that opportunity. Alan Lewis checks his watch. We're into stoppage time.
Crouch and hold. Engage.
The England backs are whispering moves down the line. I think they're going to run it from their own goal line.
Up again.
Don't know if you heard that, Eddie, but the England players are screaming at each other to concentrate here. That's a sign of professionalism, because they could well take the foot off the gas, but they're not doing that.
Start with Joe Worsley. Now the referee got really in the way of the Scottish defence there. He apologised, but here comes Jason Robinson.
And away, and hands away.
Dawson, his Northampton half-back partner, and another Northampton player, Steve Thompson.
Hands away!
Dawson, Grayson, Thompson of Northampton. Dawson again. Greenwood of the Harlequins. The little chip for himself. Wonderful play by Will Greenwood. Looks to see who's in support. It's slightly broken down, but it might happen for Martin Johnson. Can England finish with a try? They can't from here. Now then, there's an injury there. I think it's Richard Hill. It's full time. It's Matt Dawson who looked for attention. He's up on his feet, so England finish with a flourish. They've had a magnificent second half here in the Calcutta match. They've beaten Scotland by 40 points to 9.
Outstanding.